04 STI here. I was so tired of the terrible paint job that I did. So Airplane Stripper removed all that. And now what we're going to do is we're going to try and do a color matched as best as we can World Rally Blue Pearl dip. This will be my first time doing this, not out of an aerosol can, and I do a bad job. So I went and watched a whole bunch of videos. They have comprehensive videos on how to do this. So I'm pretty confident that I'm going to be able to do this World Rally Blue Pearl kit. Now, because I'm not doing the whole car yet, I'm just going to practice on this body kit first. We're going to spray the body kit on the car with the World Rally Blue Pearl. Now, the whole car is 3 gallons of black, regular Plasti dip black, 2 DYC top coats of ultra gloss, high gloss, and then 100 grams of World Rally Blue Pearls. 50 grams go into each gallon of the high gloss. Now we're going to just try and spray the high gloss and see how it works. It should be fine. It's my 04 STI. It gets pounded on in the snow. It's one of those cars, if it gets scratched or dent, I don't cry. It's not like that Audi. The body kit in question here is a $240 eBay purchase from Duraflex. I was looking into getting this painted professionally so it looks like the rest of the car. I got a quote for over $1,000. $300 was just the cost of the clear coat. Now I got the DYC sprayer and the whole entire kit for $390. To me, the best thing about using Plasti Dip is it's removable. If you screw up, you can remove it. If you don't like it, you can remove it. Paint's a little tougher, and you're not going to spend all that money on paint, and if you don't like it, remove it. So watch all these DYC tutorial videos, prepping the fiberglass. You want it super smooth with no holes in it. This way the product goes on just like it would for a regular paint job. Another super noob tip would be if you're using something similar to like the tape and drape or something that's like a pre-taped with plastic on it, just use some of the painter's tape below it, and then you can put the tape and drape on top of it, just in case the tape was going to be too strong for your paint and you don't want to pull off like really strong tape and like start peeling clear coat off. When you're spraying or whatever, this will start to lay down and it'll lay on top of what you sprayed, and then you'll have to start over all over again. That's a super noob tip from someone who's done that like twice already. Make sure you like tape your drape up or anchor your drape up. Boxing the sprayer, first thing we're going to find out is we have some hose. I've watched all the DYC videos on how to set the gun up correctly, so we're going to do that now. We're going to make sure the gaskets are all good. I just made sure I double checked my order and everything was perfect. Right now we're going to shoot about half a gallon of the black Plasti Dip base coat. The first coat is supposed to be a tack coat. It's a 50% covering at medium speed. You're not wetting anything down. 90-degree angle with the gun about 4 to 6 inches away. One mistake I'm making here is my gun isn't at 90 degrees. If you're taller like I am, you're going to have to crouch down, hidden dragging. So I made one big oops so far. I want to show you here. Maybe you can see right here the section gets just a touch too wet. I let the gun sit there for a second. You know, it wasn't moving. It wasn't constantly moving there. Just that little bit. It's actually so minor, it shouldn't be an issue. It's just wetted down a little too much. So depending on your workspace, if you're really close to the car or not, you can regulate how much product shoots out of the gun by this wheel on the back. I set it to about 75% and it seems to be working pretty well. The gun feels nice and sturdy, and it's also light, even with the paint loaded, so you can do one-hand application pretty easy, even if you don't have arms the size of Fonzie in the DYC videos. After 4 coats of the prime, I'm ridiculously impressed. Look at this finish. There's no runs, there's no bubbling. Here's a great example of how the body kit's imperfections will show over the dip. I'm still 100% happy with what's going on because this is what I expected from this body kit. Right, I'm not faulting the gun whatsoever. It's probably my He-Man mistake right there. I tried to put this on too tight, I think, and you can see this hose cracked right here. Not a big deal. Not a big deal at all here at the DIY garage. So this wiggled off. That's what happened when I lost flow. So this wiggled off, dropped inside of here. So if you ever get that and you're pulling the trigger and nothing's happening while everything works. Oh, half-inch. Half-inch heater hose. Really get, because it's rubber hose, you can really get the hose really tight on there and then you just clip it. Now it's time to mix some pearls in some glossy top coat. Measured out 32 ounces in our mixing cup, which is 12.5 grams of the pearl. World Rally Blue Pearl. Now remember, this isn't an exact color match. It's not going to be perfect. I just need it to be a couple shades near it. That's all. So I want to show you my mistakes here. Look at the bottom of the panel. You can see here there's drip marks where I sprayed too soon over a coat and didn't let it dry correctly. So here I corrected it, and that was by shooting a close, wet, decently fast-paced, nice line right over the middle of where I messed up. And you can see here it completely covered it. Yes, it's super ambitious, but my first time spraying, I decided to do a dip pearl glossy top coat over my pearl. Now that I have some knowledge and experience, we're going to do something really fun with this car. If you've got an older car, it's jank, you've got a jank body kit on a race car, why are you going to spend thousands of dollars on paint and then cry when it gets scratched? I've noticed that the dip pearl has a really unique effect where it picks up a lot of shadows, but when it picks up the right light, it's perfectly smooth blue. So I hope you've enjoyed this. This was my first experience using any type of sprayer that's not an aerosol can. So this was really fun. The DYC sprayer works really well. The colors are fantastic.